So it's starting to be Christmas time, even in 2020. And that means presents, including for me, that I bought for myself with my own hard-earned money. So everybody who knows working from home, especially in this time, if you work a lot from home, you want to have good working conditions. Unfortunately, I don't have the best desk because I was usually working out of a laptop. Now I have a desktop. Now I'm starting to do more editing. I have a stream deck. There's a lot of things I need on my desk all of a sudden. And I'm running out of space. So because I'm also starting a new job next year where I'll be working more from home, I decided to upgrade my office. So I have been ordering from IKEA, standing here, this nice work desk that I'm going to install today in my office. So hopefully that will improve a little bit. But that's not the only thing I bought for myself this year. So this is the Davinci Resolve Speed Editor by Blackmagic. So this works with the video editor that I'm using, Davinci Resolve. I mentioned in my first video that I was considering maybe going for a license at some point, and they have a nice offer, just a time-limited offer, that when you buy a license, you will get this editor keyboard for free, which is very nice. It's a speed editor. It works in a specific way for quick editing videos, so you can do the rough edit on this one, and then you can go into the more detailed editing later. So I think for something new today, I'm going to test out this one as a little bit of a product review. That's new for me, but let's give it a go. And at the same time, I also had this. So this is a license for the Resolve Studio as well. So I'm going to upgrade to the Davinci Resolve 17 beta today and the studio version, and we're going to see if we see some improvements. I hope I don't lose my complete workflow, because I'm hearing people upgrading that you can sometimes lose all your previous projects, but I have backed everything up, so we'll see how it goes. So you'll be with me as I install this as well. So with all that said, I'm going to test out that, but first we're going to install our new table here. And you know, with the magic of Swedish IKEA, it should be just like oh, fuck. That was pretty hot. Clearly I'm in a lockdown shape, so I could probably exercise a little bit more. Now everything is in place, and I learned my lesson. I can't just snap my fingers and everything is in order, is in place. I actually have to do something. Okay, that was not supposed to happen. Undo is 2 snaps and a clap. Yes, perfect. Okay. So let's go into Resolve 17 and see if the speed editor is something I can use. You know, they do a lot of things great, but navigating their web page, Oh, now, here we go. So we're going to try to have the Resolve Studio 17 beta, because then we can use our speed editor as well. This should be interesting. But we'll just go for the one for Windows, yeah. And a lot of information that you are not supposed to know. Okay. So for the studio version, we need to punch in our activation key. So please look away while I'll do that. Yeah, so apparently they made some changes to the databases. So you need to upgrade the database when you go into 17, but luckily I already made a backup of my databases. So we'll just upgrade the current ones and then hope that everything works. Great. So far so good. So now is the interesting part. Can we get the speed editor to work? So I already have a USB to USB-C cable in my computer. So I'm just going to try and plug this into the speed editor and we'll see what happens. There we go. And so far nothing. I'm a real man, so I didn't read the manual. Okay, so we're using now the source tape. Sure. Right. Oh, sorry. So this is using the jog function, it's using the scroll function. So it goes a lot faster. A nice doggy here. So if you want that, we'll go back to jog. We'll just finely tune. So I lost focus there. So set an endpoint. That's enough doggy. Out point. And then append, because that's the first one. Right, and then we can scroll fastly. Want another doggy. You go back to jog, endpoint. And we put an out point, and we append that, so we put it on the end. Right, now we move back to down to a timeline, and then we can see. Oh, that's working. Right. I can keep on going talking about how I screwed up using the Davinci Speed Editor here in the new Davinci Resolve 17 all day. Instead, I'll give you a little bit my thoughts as a new editor who's really not comfortable yet at either the software or the new hardware. So what are my thoughts about it? Is it worth the money? I would say if you're planning on buying Davinci Resolve, then absolutely yes. You'll get the software and you'll get this really nice piece of kit, because it really is. It's nicely made. It works very well. It works very well in the in the cut page, which is the page where you do the rough cuts. You can go through a lot of material quickly. You can edit it. You can select what you want. You can discard. You can multi-cam clips. You have different cameras. You want to put them together. It works very well. The beginning of this video was editing using that. It requires a little bit of practice, but it works really well. So one of the things about it is that this is only for Davinci Resolve. It doesn't work in any other software. So it's only for working and mainly in the cuts page. So since I'm new and I don't really have preferences between the edit and the cut page, using the cut page works for me. I understand a lot of people have a preference for working in the edit page, and for them maybe it's not worth the money. But if you want to buy a license and you're thinking about it, now's a good time where you still get that this speed editor for free. Yeah, so I think it's a good offer, and I think Davinci 17, it's really awesome. You can do like quick rotoscoping, like I have some text running behind my head right now. That takes like 2 seconds to make. It's really easy, and there's a lot of nice features in it. So I definitely don't regret my purchase at all. I think it was well worth the money, and I look forward to learning more about editing, and especially more using the Speed Editor to hopefully speed up my workflow a little bit, because it does take a long time, especially for a beginner. So that was me for this time. If you have any comments, please, or questions about the Speed Editor or Davinci 17, please post them below. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos, please subscribe to my channel. So until next time, have a very nice Christmas and a Happy New Year, and I'll see you soon again.